Hey guys, Matt Lloyd here with another episode of Ask Matt Lloyd. So today's question comes from Kevin, and Kevin has asked, Matt, how soon after I get an opt-in should I begin communicating with my new lead? And Kevin, the answer is immediately. As soon as someone opts in, you want to be immediately on top of that lead. You want to have an auto response that goes out straight away. So if they put in their email address, they're getting an email from you straight away. Now let's talk a little bit about the content of that email because it's very important. Number one, whatever you promised on your lead capture page, you want to make sure they're getting that, okay, and it's immediate. So if you promised a free video, make sure they get emailed that free video straight away. And what I suggest you do is on the thank you page, as soon as they opt in, if you're not taking them to the free video straight away, which is another option, you can take them to the video or the lead magnet straight away plus email it to them. But if you're taking them to some other page, always explain what's going to happen next. Okay, it's very important. So you say something like, thank you for opting in. You're going to get an email in the next 5 minutes. I always like to say in the next 5 minutes because sometimes they take a little while to actually arrive in their inbox. You're going to get an email in the next 5 minutes and it's going to contain your free video or whatever you promised. While you're doing that, or as soon as you get that email, you'll want to also do this, okay? And then you explain to them how to actually add your name and your email to the contact list of their email inbox. It's very important because you want to do that right from the start while it's still fresh in their mind. The other reason is if you don't do that, there's a good chance your emails, they could end up in spam. If they're using Gmail, which a lot of people are, your emails might also be going to the promotions tab automatically. So now would be a really good time to show them how to move the email from your promotions tab to the personal tab so they actually see it. Okay, now you can very easily make a little short 90-second video that shows them how to do this. Little things like that will make a huge difference. Okay, so straight away I would follow up with them. When you actually do follow up with that email, remind them who you are. Okay, remind them, hey, you were just on this page, and ideally you link to the page so they can see it and they can remember it. I told you I was going to send you this lead magnet, and here it is. That's important because a lot of people might opt in, they might get on your list, and then they get distracted. They go and do something, and they don't go back to their email inbox for maybe a few hours or maybe the very next day. And online browsers, people who are browsing online, they have very short attention spans. They forget things very easily because they're seeing so many different things. So you always want to be reminding people who you are, especially in those early stages. And the other piece of advice I will give you is don't assume for 1 second that just because you have their email address, now you have their attention. You do not. Okay, this is a test. This is a test, and they are testing you. Okay, so if you send them an email and it's not valuable, especially those first 2 or 3 emails, they will decide whether they're going to actually read your messages or not, or they will start to form that decision straight away. Okay, so if you waste their time in the beginning, if you don't fulfill what you promised, if you don't give them value, and if you're not interesting and engaging, if you're boring, then they're not going to be reading your emails anymore. They will tune out very quickly. And people who aren't opening your emails, I mean, they may as well be unsubscribed. You don't want people on your list who aren't engaged. That's just going to lower your open rates, and that affects a lot of other things as well, like delivery rates and things like that. So anyone who's on your list, you want to have them engaged as much as possible. So it's critical that those first few emails that you send, they are engaging, they're interesting, they grab their attention. You want to be perceived as being different from the 15 or 20 other people in their email inbox because that's your competition. Okay, so you are competing for their attention. So yes, follow up straight away, give them a lot of value, do it in a fun, engaging, interesting way, and get them in front of your offer. Okay, that's the important thing. A lot of these people who get on your list, the prime time for them to buy is going to be in that first week or so. Okay, all right, so hopefully that helps you, and I will see you in the next episode of Ask Matt Lloyd. We'll speak soon.